Hello, happy after nap time. Um, I took a nap. Um, I have a clear spot on my desk, so I thought I would do something. I was working on my quilt, but I decided I needed to take a little break from my quilt. Not a big break, just a couple minutes, because I want to make a dish, not a dish, but a basket, quilted sort of like basket. I seen it on a video. Now, I'm not a teacher, so remember that. That's a disclaimer. I'm not a teacher. This is not a tutorial. Let's see if I can do this. So I'm gonna show you what I'm doing right down here now. I have got here a 12 by 12. I can't show you what I'm going to make because I don't have a picture of it and I don't have one made. So if this is a fail, I can just dump the video and you'll never know I failed. And so, but for now though, I'm going to just move this out the way a little bit here. And see, I've been winding floss. These are some short pieces that couldn't get wound. And oh, there's scissors. And I want a little dish to save these in because why? I don't know. I gotta save them for something. All these little things, I gotta save them for something. So I'm just gonna move them out the way here, over here for now, so I can turn my board. So I'll just move them out the way because I've been winding yarn. I mean, not yarn, not wine, not anything. But this is what I'm going to do. I need a place to put them, and that's why I'm making this. And what was I saying? I said I was winding the embroidery floss because those are going to go in my kits. Okay, so now I've got here a 12 by 12, two 12 by 12 pieces of fabric. This one and this one, and then a 12 by 12 of some kind of batting. Now, I do not know anything about batting, so I am learning. In fact, I'm learning a lot of things. In fact, this morning I put on a video that all it taught me was about the different threads, different weights of thread, also different needles, sewing machine needles. And I did not know there was so much information and so much to know that you need to know about these things. Well, now I know, so I feel like I'm a bit smarter. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is for this little box, this fabric box, I'm going to cut off the corners a 4 by 4 inch piece. Oopsie, whoopsie, let me turn this. That's why I moved that stuff, so I could turn this thing. So I got this thing so I could turn it. Now, you know what I didn't do on this? When I got these, let's see, do I have my little specks right up here? When I got these little things, it came with, oh, now it looks like I don't know where they are. I was going to put them on here. Little things to keep it from sliding on the fabric. But now it doesn't look like. Would I put it in here with my Christmas cards? Thought I had it right up there. Well, that's what I get for thinking. Now, I might as well be just as thinking as much as I mess up thinking. Okay, well, I don't see them. Okay, forget it. Never mind about that last. Okay, so anyway, yeah, they're like little sticky things that go on the bottom of these, and they keep it from that what I just said, slipping, just slipping. So I'll just do it without the little things, and hopefully I don't mess up. There, see, I didn't quite get that corner, but I can get that corner now. Okay, now I won't need this, but this is going to already be good for a coaster. Okay, so I'll have 4 coasters out of this. Okay, and so then I'm going to cut this next. You know, it'd probably be easier to just trace those corners and cut them with the scissor. That would probably be much. These are not fabric scissors. Well, just a minute. I gotta go get these other scissors off my cutting table. Right over here. Okay. All right. Now see, some people get extra knowledge off of my videos because they watch my videos and they learn what not to do. So, see, you get extra knowledge off of this video. There we go. Now I need to get me just a pair of regular fabric scissors, because these aren't fabric scissors either. I don't actually have a pair of fabric. I gotta look into them, because I'm sure these work, though. These work fine. These work just fine. Okay, not a complaint, not a complaint. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over here and cut this 4th quarter. This is a 3rd quarter. This is like a football game. It's like a 3rd quarter of the football game. Okay. All right. Let's see. 3rd quarter. Okay. And then you would get this like this. Okay. Yep. Okay, and then I'll snip. I'll snip. It's hard to get right to the corner with the rotary cutter without going over the corner. Okay, and then just one more. And so then this is what it's supposed to look like. I remember that from watching the video. I remember it from watching the video, and there is so many videos showing how to make fabric boxes, fabric baskets. They call them different things, and there's a lot of videos. And so I watched a few, and so many do them differently. This one here, I kind of like this. This way looked to me the easiest, and that's what I need, is always the easiest. I take the easiest route. Yeah, I take the easiest route, whatever is the proper word. Okay, so now, this here now is what, this is here what it's supposed to look like. I remember that from in the video. Okay, so we're doing good. So far, we're doing so good. So far, so good. So now what we have to do is, okay, I think I'm going to pin, okay, I'm going to pin this here. Make sure, I probably should have pinned that first, but let's see. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, Elizabeth. Okay, wait a second. I got to take this piece off. Okay, now, don't want to pin that on there. Okay, now see, now I have this piece, one side, and the stuffing, or whatever you call that stuff. Oh, that's what I started to say. I'm going to learn about the different kinds of, I got to find a video that teaches about the different types of batting and what different types of batting are used for. So I need you all on the comments below, if you know of a video that teaches the different types of batting and what they are used for. Now, I have already talked to my friend Cordelia. She told me about batting, and she's pretty much very old school. She learned from childhood, how these different things work. And so she's sharing with me a lot of things she learns. But I always like to do my research and find out different things. And so if you know of a video that might show me that, just teach me. I might not even follow any kind of directions, but if you know of a video that teaches these different styles of those, what I just said, well then that would, you know what, I think I'll use these instead. See, I need to make, for one of my little fabric baskets here, I need to make, I'll take these pins out of here, see? Where'd they go? Oh, here they are. I'll put these clips up there instead. One of my baskets I want to put these clips in, so I need to make 2 baskets. So this has to work because I need 2 baskets. Let me pull them pins back out of there. On second thought, I don't want these pins. All right, okay. I'm going to use these clips instead. I'm going to use these are like quilt clips or whatever. I don't know what they call them, but they quilt your clips. Clip your quilts. Okay, what I'm going to sew first is these 2 outside edges right here. Those outside edges, which actually are going to be inside edges. And so I'm going to first take it over here to the old sewing machine. And I'm going to, oh, whoopsie. I'm going to, wait a minute here. And I'm so, oh gosh, I don't want to zigzag on that, Lizzie. No zigzag, jeez. Okay, like I tell you, do what I say, not as I do. I'm going to make a, okay. Let me see if I can pull that little bit of stitch. I've only got like 3 stitches in there. Let me just pull them stitches out of there like I know what I'm doing. Let me just go like this way. Pull them because I don't want them zigzags. There we go. That's better. Okay. Scene 1, take 75 or whatever. Yeah. You know what? I don't have them straight either. All right. If I were you, I'd turn the channel, go watch Batman Returns or something. Okay, now. Okay, I don't think I have them measured as good as I could have measured. But hey, this is my first one and I'm old. Okay, so. What? Why does this... Okay, just a minute. Somehow I got some kind of a knot in here or something. What in the world? Okay, there I got it. It's okay now. It's okay now. Everything's good. Little hiccup now and again. Okay, now we're going to do it. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to do this. We're going to do it right. If you're going to do it right, Elizabeth. Okay, now. Okay, I was doing rocket science, so I had to be quiet while I was doing my rocket science. Okay, so let me get that. Then I'm going to go to the outside one over here, just like I did that other one. Okay, now. I really am glad I learned about these leaders and enders. These things. That's amazing. These are amazing if you use them. Okay, so now I did those 2 sides right there. Take these clips off. Now I want to sew these 2 together. So I'm going to go now, and I'm going to make sure that I'm squared up over here with these seams right here, these in the center. And I'm going to put me on the little clip. Like this. I don't know if I should have done some quilting in there. I don't remember if the person who was teaching did any quilting. I don't remember. But I'm not doing it right now, but maybe I'll do it. Oh, she used to iron on fusible web or something. That's the stuff I gotta learn. The stuff that's on my learning thing. I'm putting that in one of my goals for the New Year's, to learn about those things. In my 12 Days of Christmas journal, I putting in, oh, why didn't I use my ender there? And I wouldn't have had all this long string hanging here. See, I forgot. I just forgot. Okay, now I'm going to sew this one. Okay, I'm going to stitch this side now. I like the enders on these almost better than I do the leaders. Leaders are the enders. I like the enders. Okay, now. But after I use these for a while, they're going to make fun things in, okay, I'm going to take these clips off. On, see this string? I wouldn't have had that string hanging on there, that thread. Wasted thread, throw that in my bucket, if I used the ender and the beginner both. Okay, starter and ender. Now, if you look at this, the way it was cut, and I turn it inside outwards, or outside inwards, or whatever words it is, then look, it's already a box shape. It's a box shape. Okay, now I'm thinking now that what I learned about the fusible interface, this is real soft that I put in here. I think they got some that's stiffer, and that's what I would want. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew this exactly the same way. This is just, you could put the facing on this, the interfacing or the something on this side too to stiffen it all up. And, so that's just another thought there. But you could do that. Okay, so now I'm just going to stitch on the outside to here, and the outside to there. Okay, now I think I'm getting excited now because it's starting to look like something. See, right there. Okay, now, so now I'm going to stitch those on the outside pieces. Okay. On the outside seams, okay, that's on the outside of that little shape when you fold it in half that way. And, oh, I gotta do that again. I gotta do that again because I didn't have it straight, and I almost... I didn't quite get that straight. And it's going off the edge. I don't know if this is going to be worth its salt or not here, but that's what I'm doing here. Hopefully it'll be okay. That way, okay, and now I'm going to, that's where I had the mess up. See, I didn't have those two seams exactly correct. Well, now I do. And so this might not fit perfectly, but if it doesn't, it's not going to be the end of the world. It's my first one. When you do your first one, that's your learning one. That's where you're learning something. And I am so happy that I'm old because I've always got that excuse, you know, I'm old. And so it's always good to have an excuse handy. An excuse handy. And my excuse is I'm old. I love being old because then I have an excuse. I can say it's senility or whatever, you know. Absence. Absence of the mind. But I'm getting it. I'm getting it. I'm telling you. I'm getting it. Okay, now, let's get that off of there. Now, Okay, now see, I have that. There's that. So I'm going to now turn it this way because now I want to stitch these ends, these little sides together. Okay, I'm gonna make sure this time I'm gonna make sure I got them straight. This time I'm gonna make sure I got it straight because my one time I didn't have it. Oh, lost one of my things. And then, so this time I'll have it straight. Ooh, wait a minute, no, almost didn't. There we go. And so then, let me just get this ender in there. Okay, there. Now, and then we go on the last seam here, and we're going to, don't throw that back there, you'll never find it, Elizabeth. Okay, get those two seams, get that seam lined up perfectly. Okay, now. All right, now we're cooking. Now, as you can see, this is, so far, I think I'm doing, this is a pretty quick process, too. This is quite a speedy process. See, now I have another one. So this is going to go on the inside of this one. So I'm going to get it just right in there. See, and so I'm putting, oh no, I got to put right sides together. Yes, I need right sides together. So I'm going to put, oh, wait a minute. I had it right. Okay, now I got to turn this one. Yeah, oh, I had it right. Right sides together. So I got the right side on the inside, the pretty side. And then I'm going to have, on this one, the pretty side is on the outside. Make sure all my little corner pointies are pointy. Now I'm going to put that inside here like this. Fit that in there. I'm going to fit that in there like this way. And then this is where, okay, this is where it all comes together. Now we want to make sure that those seams here are lined up. So I'm going to put that clip right on the seam. I'm going to make sure the seam of the inside is the same as the seam on the outside. And I'm going to put a little clip there, or put a little pin there, or I don't know, glue it, something, hot glue, I don't know, just however, nail it with a hammer and nail. I don't know, whatever you got, you know. And it's just a sewing project, that's all it is. Don't ever buy real expensive fabric because hey, what the heck? If you use unfancy fabric, it's better. Okay, so now I've got those all those sides are together. I've got those seams where they match up. The seams match up. And that's what I want to happen, is them seams to match up. Now I'm going to stitch around. I wonder if this here machine, if I can pull, yeah, I'm going to pull this thing, holy smokes. Oh, that lint in there. Okay, I'm pull that off of there. There we go. That's nice. That's nice. Man, there's a lot of dust on there. Lint, whatever. That's embarrassing. Okay, well, we got that off of there. That way I can put this on to, oh, then I can't use my beginner and my ender, but that's okay. My leader and my ender. I just took that piece off. You didn't even see me do it because my camera, but see, I took that piece off, so I just got this skinny piece. Okay, now sometimes that comes very handy. Sometimes that comes in very handy. So I am going to stitch all the way around. Hopefully this is right. because if it's not right, I'll be all embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed anymore. I used to get embarrassed. It's funny now when my girls will say, oh, I can't do that. I'd be so embarrassed. Oh, good grief. Don't be embarrassed about nothing. So now I'm just going all the way around, but I'm going to leave a little piece of it open, unsewn. A little bit of it unsewn. Okay. So I'm almost done, you guys. Don't leave yet. I'm almost done. And then I'm going to... Okay, where did I start? There. Okay, so I want to go over that fourth corner, edge, whatever, seam. Go over that fourth one, see if I got this. I think I got it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is pull this off of here, snip that thread. Now, let's see what we've got going on here. See there? Now the thing is to... This is the new trick. Now, this is where look at this. I bet I could make 192 of these in one evening. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is that little piece that I didn't stitch right here, I'm going to use that and I'm going to open it up here so both of those fabrics show. Not the facing, not the stuffing, not that stuff, but I did watch it in one video that I don't know who I watched because I just watched one right after the other and then I don't write down all the names and stuff, and so that's not cool, but I didn't. But one of them that uses old bath towels. She says that she uses old bath towels and cuts them into the sizes she needs for the batting or whatnot, and that's what she uses for batting. And I thought, well, that's cool because I got some old raggedy old bath towels. I could use them. Okay, see, now I've got these sewn. I got these sewn. Cordula sent me this pattern. This particular pattern that I'm using was one that Cordula sent me the link. I like them links, you guys. When you find something really cool in a link, send me the link. Because, see, I may not see the same things you all see. See, so now I just put all those, I got all those, I poked myself. I didn't poke myself. I got this big honkin' knitting needle, and that works pretty good to go and get my corners. I just keep that always for corners. And, ding. Okay, so now, up here, again, I'm going to fix this little hole, the little space that I left undone. I'm just going to turn that in. Just turn it in. Just turn it in. And I will put them clips again right there. Put them clips there again to hold that nice exactly where I want it to live. I'm going to just clip that right there. And then I'm going to... Well, actually, I'm going to clip a few clips on here. I should probably iron it. You could probably iron that now that I'm thinking about it. Well, I'm not going to iron it. I'm just going to... That's why I need all them clips, that little plastic bag. I need a little basket like this to hold this stuff in. These little baskets are going to come in so handy. I'm going to make 8711 of these. That's how many I'm going to make. And so, can you just imagine what all you can use these for? Okay, I'm just having fun clothespinning this. Okay, but anyway, you get the idea. You probably don't need that many clips on there. But see there? Now I'm going to put it back on here. And I'm going to stitch around. I have red thread in this machine. Does it bother me? Heck, nobody. Well, it's red on the top, brown on the bottom. But you know what? It's good. It's good. It's just what seems to be there. Okay. Of course, you probably would want to get some matching thread. There we go. I'm going to pull out one of them clips at a time. And then just stitch. I like that this sewing machine has that, I think they call it a free arm. I'm glad that it's got that because I can put this basket right on around. My friend also sent me another video, and I haven't watched it yet. I want to watch it, but I wanted to get this one done first. I love this, and this is using a 12 by 12 piece of fabric, two 12 by 12 pieces of fabric, cutting off 4 by 4 in each corner, which makes the bottom 4 inches square, makes each side 4 inches square. And this is top stitching I'm doing around now, which will give that top rim more of a finished, nice thing. This is probably, I could have done that with a zigzag stitch, or you could use a fancy stitch or something on that to make it look really fancy, because that's what we look for, right? Fancy. Okay, so now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is finished. Just a minute, let me clip off these threads because we do not want them threads sitting on there. Okay, I think I had a thread somewhere else here too. Got to get them threads off of there. Don't want them on there. Now, this kind of looks round there, but it's actually square. But it kind of looks rounded, but that's okay if it looks rounded here. But if I was to have used maybe some more stable, that's why they call it stabilizer, stuff in there, that would have been different. And then you can take, if you want to, and you can cuff it down. You can cuff this down like this if you need it to be a little less. And now there is one lady I watched, she made big baskets, and she used fat quarters. She just used fat quarters, and then she made hers out of that. And look at that. That's the first one I made. So now what I'm going to do is because I wanted one, I'm going to have to make another like right away. Make another one. Some of this is like old embroidery floss. This one here, 8-yard pull skein. Some of these are like vintage. That's why I love the labels, because I'm going to use the labels in something to do with my paper crafting, because I do paper crafting too, you know. I haven't given up on that. Okay, let me get all these in here. Don't want to lose them. See, so I can save all of my little things in here. Just, don't they look cute in there? Why throw them away? Because I'm going to use them for something and I don't even know what. There we go. In there, oopsie, go in there. JP Coates and Clark's. And then I have DMC. And then I have some of this one. That one was originally 39 cents. And then I have all these are just scraps. Short pieces, which I'm going to use on my own little crazy quilt. I'm not going to on my little slow stitching. There, but that's this. Look at that. Now I need to make one to put my clips in. Because see, why have them in a Ziploc bag why have them in a Ziploc bag when you can have them in one of these pretty things? And you can be working in the middle of the night and nobody hears you slamming things around. Isn't that pretty? You guys have to admit that that's pretty. Okay, so I'm going to make another one, but I'm not going to make it right now. Right now I'm going to finish up this little old video, but I'm going to read you something. Oh, you know what? I'm going to go back to the You Are Stronger Than You Know book, because we have to hear from this book. We have to hear from this book oftentimes, because so many of us is in the same soup pot where we have got a chronic illness, a chronic condition, a chronic something that drives us nuts. Actually, when you get into the age of 70, it's pretty pretty much a given that you're going to have some arthritis. Arthritis is like a precursor to rigor mortis. I don't know if you've heard that, but I heard a brain surgeon say that. Not really, I lied about that. But words of hope and encouragement. And I love this book. Cindy Utter sent me this book years ago, and it's been well read. So you can tell by the edge. Okay, I'm going to open it up to see what it opens up to. And, okay, it opened up to, I love these pictures in here. Beautiful watercolors. Okay, this one says, focus on the present. We cannot change the past. We just need to keep the good memories and acquire wisdom from the mistakes we've made. And we've all made mistakes. We cannot predict the future. We just need to hope and pray for the best and what is right and believe that's how it will be. We can live a day at a time, one day at a time. Enjoy the present and always seeking to become a more loving and better person. Karen Berry wrote that. Focus on the present. What is that I hear Pretty say? There's a phrase that something. Okay, now I can't think of it. But it is something about the past, the present, and the future. And the future is I just knew it. I just knew it, and now I don't know it. Okay, so that's our little reading for this video, and I'm going to now make another one of these little things, because I think that these are going to be very handy for so many things on your chest of drawers in the bedroom, and even maybe something in the kitchen. Like in the kitchen, if you do one of these out of kitchen fabrics, one thing that we have in a little plastic dish is our little clips that you put on packages that, once you use your cereal, open up a box, then you have to clip it. We use like clothespins, but if you have a pretty little something like this to hold them into, and then you can do that. You can have little pretty things all over the place, and also any size. This size come out to a 4" by 4" by using a 12 by 12. Now, if you use, and it doesn't have to be even square. What has to be the same is the pieces you cut out of the corners. Those have to be the same. But you can make a long, narrow one, and you can make it deep. Oh, wait a minute. No, even the corners on that one. Yeah, the corners I think would have to be the same. So if you have like a 8 by 10, you're going to have it longer than it is wide. But then if you cut off like 3" corners out of each one, yeah, they would have to be the same. The corners would have to be all the same. And then when you sew that together, then you would be taking, like if you have an 8" by 10" and you cut off 3 by 3 corners, you would end up with a 7 by the 10" side would be 7", and the 8" side would be 5". So it would be 5 inches one way, 7. It'd be 5 by 7. Your 8 by 10 would be turned into a 5 by 7, and then it would be 3 inches. Well, your seam allowance about 3 inches tall. It would be a little bit less because of your seam, but so it wouldn't matter what size. If you want a great old big one, get a yard of material, make a great old big one. I don't think I'll make a great old big one. But the lady that I watched, one of the ladies I watched, she had some great old big ones. And she had one that was 10" by 10", the bottom of it. And she had all of her, what apparently is called a layer cake of 10" by 10" fabric pieces. I looked into them too. If you've got an extra arm and an extra leg, you can afford them. Otherwise, just cut your own out. But and then she had one of the baskets that held just her patterns, and her patterns she had made it to fit her patterns, so her patterns fit right there in her little beautiful little basket, and they just was so pretty. They was just so pretty. You could even put flowers on them. You could put a flower on them, do some slow stitching on them. Maybe if I quilted it, it would. I mean, it's going to stand up just fine like that. But maybe if I had a quilted it. Okay, there it goes my mouth. There it goes running. There it goes running. Okay, now I'm going to end this. I's got to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. And I scheme to bring you back to the next video safe, sound, just as beautiful as you are today. And happy, happy. Smile. Keep a smile on your face. Think of something happy. Okay? Like ice cream. Think about ice cream. Oh, that's sad because I can't eat no ice cream. Okay. I love you guys. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for everything. And like I say, put me links to that stuff I can look up. What I asked about earlier about the different kind of, what do I call them? Them stuffing things, you know, the invisible, no, fusible web, fusible something. I don't know what I asked you about, but send me good videos anyway. Put them in my messenger, put them in the comments or something. I love you guys. Bye bye. Okay, now I got to turn this off right here.